Namaste, my beautiful queens, my gorgeous, my wonderful. My mom keeps on getting me different types of flowers on my background. My mom likes to, lately she likes to take part in my video making after so many wonderful things you wrote to her for her birthday. So I keep getting autumn leaves, then I get roses, then I get this one back, then I get autumn leaves back. And there will be no cards in this video. I put a very important information together. Please don't ask me why do you do this and why, who needs it, who's gonna listen to it. People don't want to know it. Those who need to hear it will hear it. 16 rules. 16 rules. You can close your eyes, maybe take a pen and paper. You can write it all down. I will do this in a future. Anyone who it's gonna be like my little gift, because I did all write it down. Anyone who will get the reading with me, I'm gonna send this whole text for them to keep. For the rest of you, please listen. 16 rules of you living your best life and being honest with you. These things you have to learn by heart, and you need to teach these things every female, age 3 to 103, all ages, upbringings, and things like this, because these are the golden rules. They have to be written, I don't know, on the golden scriptures and put and given to every woman. Like every woman, when she is capable to read and walk, she has to be given one of them. Unfortunately, we are not being taught things like this. And I put it in simple 16 rules, which I will tell you here. And I understand, I've been working with people for too long, that not many of you want to know it. And I understand this simple it's a little bit hard to understand why when people are being told the simple truth, people don't like it. For example, how would you, for example, you have a friend who has issues with her health, for example, heart issues, or I don't know, blood pressure, and the only reason for the issues with her health is that issue that she probably is overweight severely, maybe 100 pounds overweight, and it really it's really affecting negatively her well-being, her physical well-being. But when you come to her every time to come visit her, you see her on a couch surrounded by muffins, potato chips, gallons of soda. And when you see it, and she keeps on sitting on that couch eating those potato chips and crying to you and telling you, please tell me what I can do. Please tell me, why am I so unhappy? Why can't I lose weight? And somehow if you tell her, listen, hon, how about you just, stop eating junk, and when you feel hungry, you eat nuts, you eat, instead of potato chips, maybe apple chips, or carrots, just munch on some carrots. Why don't we just go for a walk, because we live just next to the ocean? How about we will together go to yoga or to a gym, and let's do it together. I'm gonna motivate you, I'm gonna help you. And your friend is gonna be angry with you because you tell her, in order to change something in your life, you gotta do something. You cannot do the same thing every day and expect different results. But somehow people who come to me, I already told you many times, or different tarot readers, people, I've seen the same situation. I've seen people would come to me and tell me, I am sure I was cursed, I am sure it was black magic done on me. And I would, of course, you see the influence of dark magic done, and you don't see it, it's not there. So sometimes people find excuses of not actually doing something. They are rather to have an excuse to stay on that couch with potato chips and with soda than get up and just do something themselves. Stop eating potato chips and start walking along the beach, or just on a treadmill, or doing something for themselves. But when we tell people, when a woman comes and I suffer, I was done black magic, and there is no black magic there. And she suffers because she chooses this way, because she finds herself more comfortable being a victim than to take control over her own life. It's easier this way. Oh, I am a poor thing. I sacrifice myself. Who asked you? Who forced you to sacrifice yourself? You sacrifice yourself and complaining about it. So when we are telling someone the truth, people don't like to hear it. People would prefer to believe anything under the sun than actually how things really are. I don't understand it. It's just the way it is. So the things I'm going to tell you are just the things which the way they are. You can choose to take it. You can choose not to take it. But please either make notes to yourself or save this video somewhere. I do not know for how much longer I will be doing these videos, because I guess people only value something when they lose it or when it's out of their life completely. I do not know another nature of human nature. We only value when we lose it. I do not know how long I'm going to be doing it, so maybe save it in your computer, download it, so you can give it to your friends to listen, or you can give it to your daughters to listen, or you can give it to someone who you think needs to listen to it. So 16 rules, whether you like to hear them or you don't like to hear them, this is the way they are. If you know these rules, if you follow these rules, you're gonna have happy relationship, happy life, fulfilled desires and wishes and dreams, everything. So sorry for the preview. A little warning, girls, this is how the energies around me work. Before you put this to my video, I'm very honest with you. It doesn't bother me anyhow. But how my energy works, those who anyhow give me any negativity, there is energy, there is a certain energies, protective energies, which comes with me. You do this to my work, and you are blocking yourself from a very simple thing which is called luck. If you want to try it, if you want to see what's going to happen in your life if you do this to my videos, go ahead. I have nothing to do with it. This is how my energies work, because the higher forces know what I put into my work, into the things which I do. So if you devalue what I do, you're gonna get the blocking energy. So you want to try it, go ahead, try it, but I don't recommend you doing this. Those who love me, they get back lots of things in their life, whether they know me personally or not, because such are my energy. I bring luck, I bring love, I bring changes, I open the doors, whoever is with good intentions and energy towards me. If it's negative energies, it's gonna be not that good. So I recommend you not do that. That's just a warning. Now, 16 golden rules you must learn by heart and teach all females ages 3 to 103. Number 1, if you do not love you, if you do not have that love to yourself, this is as simple as that. the law of attraction. If you don't love you, you will not find the one who will love you. Even in 20 or 30 years. If you do not need you, then you will not find the one who needs you. In order to be needed, in order to be loved, in order to be respected and cherished, you must first learn to love, respect, need, and cherish yourself. If you yourself live full, interesting life without playing a victim, without whining, without trying to find someone to blame, it depends, my parents, God, destiny, society, so on. You yourself become the queen of your life. You take responsibility for your well-being, for your happiness, for your joy. You will attract, by the law of attraction, the same person into your life, so you could be happy together. If you are miserable inside, you're gonna get yourself someone who is also miserable inside. Wounds would attract wounds. Lack of self-love would attract narcissist, which doesn't have self-love inside. That's why they wear masks, so on. Law of attraction, as above as below. Hermes Trismegistus. Number 2, relationships are simple. Simple. There is nothing difficult or complicated in relationship. This is why the man, he is the way he is. What you have to understand, it's simple. This man who you're dealing with, or you just met, or you met a long time ago, he is the way he is. He will not change. He will not become different. Simple example. Tiger cannot fly, okay? Tiger doesn't have the wings. The deer cannot live under the water, and a dolphin cannot run in the woods. This is how things are. You cannot change him. Try to change yourself. Like you girls, like if you think you can change a man, do this experience. Try to change something in yourself. It's tough to change something in yourself. How are you planning to change a guy? You can't. You can't change. So you can't awaken him, heal him, force him, whatever, change him, transform him. This man is the way he is. He is the way he is. And before you decide what to do about this man or with this man, just tell yourself this simple truth. The way he is now, in 20 years from now, he's going to be the same. Unfortunately, the negative parts in character with age, unfortunately, get only worse. So, but even if it doesn't get worse, the way he is now, the way you know him now, he's gonna be same way in 20 years now. So if it is painful now, if it is uncomfortable now, it will be either the same or much worse in 10, 15, 20 years. So now ask yourself if you want to live this way. Just, all you have to do is to be honest with you. Do you want to live this way in 15, 20 years? Give yourself an honest answer. You either feel good with this man, or you don't feel good with this man. And if it's not good, it's better you leave now than you're gonna, understand that you are stuck with a psychopath when you have 3 children together. So just the way it is. Number 3, rule number 3. If you feel uncomfortable if you met somebody, you met a man, if you feel uncomfortable, your gut's telling you something is at a miss. If you feel uncomfortable with a man, the first, the second, and the third date, do not go on the 4th or 5th. Why? Because man tends to give a best presentation of himself on the first 3 dates. In the first 3 dates, you already felt uncomfortable, something was not right, then it's not gonna get better. If you felt uncomfortable on a first date or a second date or first and second and third, it's only gonna get worse. It's better leave earlier than later. Number 4, which many of you don't want to hear, but this is the truth of it, and there is nothing we can do. I've done videos on it. Given me information by one of the top psychologists in the world, whose consultation is $250 an hour. Never, ever, ever, ever get into relationship with a married man. I'm not going to go into morality here. I will give you very simple couple sentences. He does not need a wife because he already has a wife. Okay? And for more information, you can watch my videos, which I've done before, on this type of relationship. With a married man, the stories are always the same. Not only you will waste your time, sometimes many years. I told you in my other videos, the example where a woman was waiting 27 years for a man to divorce. The guy died, still being married to that woman. Waste your time. Not only that, it's not only that. You will also bring yourself down into a very low point emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally. Ask yourself, do you want it? Is it something you want? Go ahead. It's your choice. Your life is your choice. You can, take into consideration my words, or just, kind of brush it off and say, oh, whatever the bullshit she's saying. Give me the cards when Johnny is going to call Jane. So, married man simply will bring you to time wasted and very low point emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. That's it. As simple as that. 5, believe it or not, self-love, somehow many of you were brought up believing in the nonsense. Self-love has nothing to do with narcissism. You can Google narcissism. Guys, you have all the info out there. I don't know why you're still suffering. Self-love has nothing to do with narcissism, because narcissist, deep inside, he hates himself. That's why he doesn't know himself. He's disconnected with himself. This is why he wears masks and gets supplies from people around him. Self-love has nothing to do with narcissism. Now listen to me carefully. If you are psychologically, emotionally, and mentally stable person, you always choose yourself. Let me repeat it. If you are psychologically, emotionally, and mentally stable person, you always choose yourself. What does it mean? You allow nobody devalue you, manipulate you, use you, cheat on you, abuse you, and disrespect you. You choose you. It means you never allow anybody. You will not even start nothing with anybody who devalue you, manipulate you, use you, abuse you, cheat on you, disrespect you. You choose you. And you are only with people who treat you the right way. Okay? If you allow someone, especially men in your relationship, to humiliate you, manipulate you, use you, cheat on you, disrespect you, devalue you, so on, then you are not psychologically, emotionally, mentally, even spiritually stable. If you allow somebody mistreat you, that means you need to heal. Because when you are psychologically, emotionally, mentally stable, you will not put up with nobody, no bullshit. This you have to understand. And stop giving yourself excuses, and stop giving others excuses, and stop looking for excuses. You are no child anymore. You are you. Your life belongs to you. Your life doesn't belong to your parents, to your religion, to your not. Your life belongs to you, period. You make your life what your life is. Number 6, love does not hurt. Love does not hurt. Love is not a sacrifice. Love does not hurt. Love makes life better. Love makes life brighter. It is inspiring. It makes you see colors. If it hurts, it has nothing to do with love. Get it already, get it. Love does not hurt. What hurts? Adrenaline, endorphin dependency, psycho-emotional codependency. When this abuser becomes your drug dose, because when you see him, every time you see him, you have adrenaline spike, that endorphin spike, which is opiate. My video, which is called What is Adrenaline Love, has nothing to do with love. If it hurts, you are stuck on this person as if it was a drug. You cannot say, I love him, because this way you can come to any alcoholic, and alcoholic will tell you, but I love whiskey. I truly, deeply love whiskey. Are you going to believe it? You're going to say the person is not well. Or you're going to come to drug addict. The drug addict is going to tell you, I love cocaine. It's my true love. Cocaine is my twin flame. Cocaine is my soul mate. I only find myself whole when I take cocaine. Will you listen? Will you take it as truth? Of course not. So when you suffer, but you keep on being with a person who makes you suffer, you are dependent on that person the same way the drug addict and alcoholic dependent on that. Also, it called Stockholm Syndrome. You love, you think you love, the torturer. This is not love. It has nothing to do with love. Love does not hurt. Number 7, love makes you life brighter, happier, more wonderful. It makes your life better, not turns your life into hell. Number 7, if the man you are with does not, if a man you are with does something you don't like, once, twice, and you tell him about it, you tell him, listen, stop doing this, okay? You stop doing it right now. If that man keeps on doing it, this man will keep on doing it for years to come. Please leave. Please leave. I hope you understand why. If man does something you don't like, you tell him about it, maybe once, twice. He keeps on doing it. You have to leave. It's only going to get worse. Number 8. If this man is serious about you or not, many of you start dating somebody and you wonder, is this guy serious about me or not? This is very easy to know. Very easy. If after first couple of dates or first sex, he disappears, he vanishes from the face of the earth. He just, he was kidnapped by aliens. He melts into the air. This is it. It should be it for you. But again, if you're a psychologically stable woman, if you have self-love, self-respect, and self-value, you will clearly know what is going on. And you will forget about the dude and move on. But if you have traumas and wounds, unfortunately, this start for some of you the suffering cycle. The suffering cycle. The question is, do you want to suffer? If you want to suffer, keep on being in it. Some people love to suffer. You know why? Because suffering is playing a victim. I suffer because they don't want to take actions and come out of the cycle. To stop suffering, you got to do inner work. They don't want to do inner work, they just prefer to suffer. Believe it or not. You want to suffer? Go ahead. A guy shows you clearly he doesn't give flying red ass about you. You keep on staying, waiting, and dreaming about him. You want to suffer? Go ahead. This is your choice. You don't want to suffer, you cut him and throw him out of your life. Number 9. For many people, love, again, is suffering. People think so. Because love, what you have to understand, what's your love life, why you have issues. Love is repetition of the childhood traumas. I will give you an example. A woman who didn't have a father at all, or she only seldom saw it, when she grows up, she chooses to fall in love with a man who is unavailable. He's not there, like her father wasn't there. He's a married guy, or he lives on another continent. In last 20 years, he promised to come and see her, or sometimes even it's a pop star. It's a pop star, some star, I don't know, some famous person who she knows she's never going to get a hold of him. So such love which is mirroring that father who was never there. Okay, mirror. So but if father, for example, was abusive to her as a child, or abusive to mother and her, then she grows up and she chooses a kind of a man for herself as her father was. So this is very important. You need to work through your childhood traumas with specialists, because unfortunately our childhood trauma build our relationship. And if you don't work with those traumas, you keep on stepping on the same rake. It's running on a rake. You step, it hit you on the forehead, you get off, you run, and you step on another one, the different colors. This is the question many of you ask, why I am so unlucky in love, why I always get these horrible guys. Because those wounds, they are still there. You didn't heal them. You didn't work with them. So you keep on choosing, you keep on repeating the same pattern, unfortunately. So you have to address those issues. Number 10, a woman in healthy emotional and mental stage will never, ever, ever stay in relationship where she is not respected. A woman with healthy emotional and mental stage will never ever stay in relationship where she's not respected. Never. If you stay in such relationship, please, get professional help or start working with yourself. Never, ever, ever, ever the emotionally, mentally, spiritually stable, psychologically person will never put up with disrespect. Never. So they will cut it out and leave. If you're putting up with disrespect, there is an issue you need to work. 11. Marry and have children with those who make you feel good mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and sexually. Only this way you will have long, happy life in a marriage. Number 12, if you date or live with a man from 6 months to a year. Ask him once if he wants a family and future with you. If his answer is I'm not ready, or he doesn't give you the answer, you have to clearly understand that you are wasting your time. He doesn't see you in a future, then you want to stay. But if 6 months to a year you ask him, do you want a family and future with me, and he says I'm not ready, he's never going to be ready. Number 13, if you want your husband to love you for years and his interest towards you is not going to be anywhere down, you have to constantly develop yourself, work at yourself, so you always that mystery and puzzle for him. So he never even has an idea about going and look for something else. You're constantly this goddess for him. Number 14, you must know who you are and what exactly you want from life and your partner. For that, you spend some time figuring out the answers to those questions. Heal your traumas, wounds, insecurities, learn self-love, self-respect, self-acceptance. Only after that you will be able to meet the true one. As simple as that. Last, most important, no man is worse of you betraying yourself, break yourself, humiliate yourself, disrespect yourself, bring yourself down, destroy yourself, give up on your dreams. No man is worth it. No man is worth it. Not a single one of them is worth of you betraying yourself. Number 16, you are your biggest treasure. Treasure yourself. Do not forget that. Those are the golden rules. And I hope some of you heard me and some of you would apply it to your life. My name is Lala. I hope it was helpful. Namaste.